Shapiro. Jesus would not have recognized Ben Shapiro's religion. The Apostle Paul would not have recognized it. They would have taken a look at it and said, what is this?
Because it didn't exist.
It didn't exist.
Yep. In fact,
because a clipper just exposed Sneako after he leaked his demographics that pretty much everybody who watches Sneako is from Muslim countries. So you can see pretty much why the grift will continue.
I don't want to upset people, but Christianity didn't exist at the time of Jesus either.
The followers of Christ didn't exist until Christ. Off the rip, Sneako does not know that Christians means followers of Christ.
Like the Christian ideas of the way that Jesus saves and the crucifix and so much of that had nothing to do with the teachings of Jesus, but the teachings of Paul.
Have you forsaken me? They encompass me. They mock me. They pierce my hands and my feet. They divide my garments, and for my clothing, they cast lots. That was Jesus reciting Psalms 22, centuries before Jesus, prophesying, detailed exactly what happened. A suffering servant who will be pierced on his hands and feet before, hundreds of years before, crucifixion was even invented.
What is the Islamic view of Jesus?
Well, I don't want to say that Muslims have a high view of Jesus.
We do.
How high can that view possibly be if their most revered person is Prophet Muhammad, the warlord pet, the sinful man that Allah had to forgive, rather than Christ, the word from God, as they say, the born from a virgin Messiah who's coming back to judge them? What kind of view is that? I mean, that's a rotten view. That's like Prophet Muhammad rotting in his tomb, eaten by worms, and Christ is up there with the Father.
Jesus of Nazareth, to this day, he still exists. He's in heaven. He's not here.
Correct.
Yeah, Christ, the Prophet Muhammad said, I am the closest thing to Jesus, the son of Mary. Clearly an indicator that he looked up to Jesus.
And the crucifix and so much of that had nothing to do with the teachings of Jesus, but the teachings of Paul. The one religion that has maintained the same essence since it started is Islam. This is why they say Muhammad, and this is why so many historians agree, peace be upon him, is the most influential man of all time. Because we follow his teachings exactly. We follow the message of God that was revealed to Prophet Muhammad in the Quran to a T.
Yeah, Sneako's gonna follow them all right now as he speaks bullshit on Adderall. That's why every other week he's hiring escorts and snorting. They follow it to a T, including Sneako. That's why he doesn't move to a Muslim country, which it tells him to do.
It's the one religion that has maintained its exact essence. Jesus is the Messiah.
The reason is because Jesus is not fictional. Jesus is real.
We never claimed that Jesus is fictional.
Yeah, not fiction. They'll just go further and deny Christ's divinity and the literal purpose for his incarnation. And get this one. This is cuck logic 101, but this is Muslim logic, echo chamber logic right here. So their Allah, who's the greatest of deceivers, I mean planners, since now they want to corrupt their own scriptures because they don't like how it sounds now. Muslims believe that Jesus' mission got interrupted and that's why the Father took him to the heavens. So I guess Allah isn't the greatest of planners. He's the greatest of deceivers, vindicated. Like, bro, anywhere you go, this is...
I would say that Muslims have a false view of Jesus. It's not the real view of Jesus, but they're actually quite fond of him. And so they believe that Jesus was sent by God, that he was of God, that he said true things, that he performed real miracles, and that he's actually coming again.
Okay, so Allah's plans got interrupted, so now Christ is just chilling up there. And get this, oh my God, bro, like, I swear, it's too easy. Yo, this nigga is that nigga. Because tell me how Muslims believe. What do they believe? Listen to me. Muslims believe that Christ will come back, and you will never guess what he will do. And while Prophet Muhammad is in the ground, dead as Jesus is going to bring peace. Jesus is going to come back to bring peace. The religion of peace needs Christ to come back and establish the peace. Nigga, stop playing, nigga. Get that shit the out of here. You're going to need Christ to come back here, nigga, to fucking literally establish the peace because they can fucking do it, nigga. Suck my...
Muhammad, and just why so many historians agree, peace be upon him, is the most influential man of all time.
But my mother, why this fuck thinks that he could really play like that?
Yep.
That doesn't make them Christians. It doesn't mean
Muslims believe Jesus is coming again?
They do.
Abdul Tucker Carlson I think he's lying right here. In a good way. He's lying right here. In a good way. Well, there's no good way to lie, but I think he knows what he's doing. He knew this. He's the Messiah, the Savior, and that he's going to return. Muslims believe Jesus is going to come again. That's the first time he's heard that. The reason he's saying this is because I think privately he knows a lot more than he lets on. If he actually did go public with it, he would be rewarded. But man, these people would chimp out, and it would destroy like a lot of his. It would destroy his setup. Like he's in a cabin in Maine. Oh, I go fishing. I'm a roughneck American American. Woo, fishing in boats in a cabin in the woods. Woo. People don't think that the two things can be the same, but there's nothing stopping you from being in a cabin in the woods while also being Muslim. So I think he knows a lot more than he's letting on. Let's see if I'm right.
Muslims, they're very sad. They're down and out because Andrew Tate was just using that so he could go shake some Dubai hands with like some billionaire Muslims and get like a Billy real quick. That was all. It was just a business move. That's what Andrew Tate is. And Sneako became a Muslim because of Andrew Tate. This is betrayal. He betrayed him. He betrayed poor Sneako that became a Muslim because Tate and Sneako basically is just cope overdosing. He's like wishful thinking because he wants a daddy again that will make him feel like, you see, I'm not so. Because Sneako, he doesn't have an identity. He doesn't have anything to feel proud of. He doesn't even know what or who he is. He's just like, where can I go? Muslims, okay, it accepts everybody. Oh, later I find out it's for Arabs. And there actually is racism within the freaking religion because it's supposed to be an Arab suppressive religion, just like the other, you know. And then later you find out this and that, and you just decide, you know what, man, I just got to give in. I've grifted so much. Everybody hates me because I'm such a grifter. Like, I'm stuck here. What am I going to do? I'm going to fucking go all the way. And this guy's, you got to give it to him, man. The guy's dedicated to the grift. You got to respect the dedication to the grift. Like, he will beat those allegations. He will get back on Twitch. Trust me. Mark fucking words, he will be back on Twitch quicker than you freaking think. Because take away your freedom, because that is according to my principles. And that is the principles of Islam.